Hey, what's up guys? How you guys doing? It's been like a freaking week since I've last uploaded. Welcome back to the channel, man. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night, whatever it is for you. I'm really sorry that I've been gone for like a whole week. This week has just been so busy for me, like with school and everything. Like this is the week where, you know, those projects that are like worth your basically whole entire grade. Yeah, they were due this week. So I had to really focus on that this week. But I finally am done with that, so we're gonna be posting a lot more videos now. This is when I'm gonna go crazy with the videos again. For the time being, right now I have 1 week left, which this week is not gonna be that much at all. Like I have like a couple tests I gotta do, but nothing too time consuming there. So after I get done with that, then I'll have like a month where I don't have any classes to work on, and then I'm taking one class over the summer, so that's all I gotta do. So we go crazy this summer, man. Since I've been gone for a week though, I thought the best thing to do is to come back with an SB19 video. We are finally gonna be checking out the SB19 story episode 1 sound break by this YouTuber named Chuck, or his name's CashualChuck. A lot of you guys are recommending me to check this out, so we're finally gonna be checking out tonight. So let's hop into it, man. Let's go.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy.
Okay. So we're going back to 2016. Wait. What is this? It's definitely not SB19.
This is called Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of.
Yeah, I
They
have
were
it.
formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented.
Hey, really?
In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
Okay. So we really gonna be like at the foundation of like people. Like, how did it really start in
Do
SB19?
you remember this song?
No, I don't. Yo, that's basically the same song, ain't it?
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han. When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about
So he's the guy who
Robin.
created it.
Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that would be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them para, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
Never heard of this group or song.
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it.
Okay. This is when. Okay.
Jan Paulo Nase. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the
Yo,
K-pop
look how young
dance cover
Paulo
group
was
called
back then.
PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper,
Facts.
and was often
Facts.
dubbed as a genius, but he consistently
Facts.
denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejan, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that. And even more.
Yes, sir. My boy Stel.
Stelvester Ajero. He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Saeyeon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health.
Wait.
He is a very
Really?
skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent.
He can
He easily
sing.
became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just
I'm still on your side.
out of this world. He debuted
Yeah,
as
I like that.
the main
Little gif
vocalist,
right there.
the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Josh.
Josh Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16 and it was his decision. He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an
Yeah.
early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. He clearly had no background in
That's
performing.
crazy though.
Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stel and Saeyeon. They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even
Yo,
met
this
BTS.
video is actually really crazy. Like it's actually giving me like a lot of stuff about them that I had no clue about. Like I watched I think like a couple introduction videos, but this one's actually really good. I can definitely tell why you guys told me to check this one out.
during one of their winning runs in Korea. In a way, Josh was saved by Stel after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
Cool. Now Justin.
Justin the Joss didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills.
So he didn't even have to
He
audition.
was one of the late
That's
joiners.
crazy.
And when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Hey, welcome to my world, let's do this.
There's Justin. And there's Josh. That's crazy.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking. He then got selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group. He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video,
What?
and more.
Yeah,
But
we
that's a
definitely
story
know
for another
that.
video.
After I watched that the what making film, like you definitely can see his creative mind like behind the music video and everything.
At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists.
Where's
They were
Ken?
perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
My boy Ken.
Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school. Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo 7.
That's so
Apparently,
cool.
his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the
Yo,
countryside. He then
Josh.
trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group
Yeah,
in Korea.
that's actually insane. Because imagine if this guy actually stayed with the original group and didn't like branch off and do his own thing. Like, we may not even have SB19 to this day. Like that's insane.
Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect.
Sir.
When a small and seemingly
Man,
insignificant
like one little thing. If one little thing would have changed, it would have changed the whole entire like SB19.
occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19. SB doesn't only mean Show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this praise. Soundbreak.
Great. Yeah, bro, that was such a really good episode, man. I love that. That's really cool. Like, that's how you know it was like meant to be. Alright, so episode 2 is gonna be The Zone. Shout out CashualChuck for this video though. Like, he did an amazing job for this first episode. Can't wait to check out episode 2, man. With this video, I learned a lot of new stuff about SB19, kind of like, you know, the foundation, how it was created, how Show BT was created. It blows my mind though to know that this one guy had like the deciding factor on like this whole entire thing. It's so cool to see, you know, how Josh and Justin actually were together at one point before they became SB19. So that connection right there helped to bring Justin into the group. along with Ken too, Josh knowing Ken. That's why they say in life, networking is so important. Like getting to know as many people as possible and building connections can actually benefit you like in the future. This was a very informative video. I can't wait to check out episode 2. I'm sure I'm gonna learn a lot more stuff about SB19 in that one too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed checking this out with me. Thank you guys so much for recommending me to check this out, because if it wasn't for you guys, I would have had no clue to check this one out. If you guys enjoyed the video, you guys want to stay tuned for more SB19 reactions, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell down there so we know if I'm the next bangers drop. I ain't gonna lie, it's freaking great being back making videos again. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I freaking love you guys. Peace out, guys.